Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today let's actually do a pick a card reading. I'm gonna use a Sakura second season book with this lovely pink palette. So let's open it up and see our piles. Okay, welcome back. So I do have my crystals here, and let's shuffle them up. I feel this one need to go here, this one here, and this one is here. Okay, so you can pause the video, and actually I'll be just right back with the candle. Okay, I'm back with my candle, and let's light it up so we can connect to the higher dimensions better. Some special effects. Overall, okay, so welcome to here. Let's see. So probably we're gonna read the energies of this 999 portal. So what's in the air, you know, there is something expects you, and so on and so on. Okay, so let's start with the first pile. I hope you already picked up the card or the stone which you like, and I'll see you there. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose this interesting pyrite, and the pyrite is a fool's gold. I mean, it's an actual naming, because before, when people had a gold rush, they actually thought that pyrite was a gold. And something is here about imposter syndrome. Okay, let's see. For the card, you do have the snow, an icicle, heart like an icicle. I don't know why it's coming up here. Okay, so for the cards, let's pull out for you the spirit animal, and it's gonna show us if the reading is for you and what is the general message. So for you, I do have a lizard spirit, 38. I also will pull out one of the swatches, or like the colors of, you know, just colors, basically. Okay, and you got a isolation. And then for the other deck, I do have Kaleidodope deck. Let's see if there's any messages like planetary wise, or maybe it's related to specific zodiac sign. And you have ambition, Mars. It's actually a really good planet. It's kinda have the same palette as a lizard. Okie dokie. So let's actually read about lizard. For lizard, we do have a number 38. Okay, lizard spirit. Dreams a world into a being. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allow yourself to to dare to believe in impossible, making it possible first in the dreaming mind, and then is the world as you co-create with spirit. Give in to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer, and steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. That's powerful. I kind of love it, actually. For the protective message, you have you been allowing your imagination to run amok and dream up a nightmare that seems to have come true? Fear not, for whatever dreaming you did in the past can change today, and you dream anew. Wake up from the perception that everything is wrong. Lizard Spirit asks you to open your eyes and consciously dream a better dream. What would it look like to already have what you desire and be the one you wish to be? How might it feel to work toward co-creation? This new dream is reality, and the world of sense, drawing it out of the world of dreams and building it in the world of form. Trust in your ability to dream anew. Honor it today. Okay, that's actually kind of makes sense. So here I do have isolation, and I will not say it's like kind of invitation for you to isolate yourself, but with the snow and the lizard, we all know that the lizards, they are the cold-blooded creatures. I'm pretty much sure you were in the slumber with something like going on in your life, and you decided to isolate yourself. And of course, you know, like when we isolate yourself, we tend to believe that, sorry for the noise, just in case, we tend to believe that during the winter time, you know, when everything is bad, and during the isolation, we're so stuck in our mind that everything new just sounds not even impossible, just sounds, how to say it? It's not even bad. It just like sounds wrong. Let's put it wrong, yeah. But here you have Mars, which actually a really good card, especially with the lizard. So if you didn't dream a lot, or you actually, it's like super synchronized with my story as well about the lizard spirit. You know, like sometimes you have this fear of something going like really bad, and you try to put yourself in the state where you just like trying to imagine the good outcome, but your back, how I say, your past basically sometimes dictates of your habits, and it's really hard to imagine everything which will be good when you knew only the bad, you know. And a premature Mars with assertive aggression, war, Aries, Scorpio, today confidence, impulsiveness, trance, action, sexuality, passion, desire, and determination. I think with Mars, it just gives you the energy to come out of the slumber and come out of the isolation, because premature, the snow here just shows that, you know, something in your life wasn't really good, and you decided just to isolate yourself and become more, you know, like not even quiet, yeah, like hush down. That's what it sounds like, more like, you know, let's hide, let's wait, and then when the time will be right, let's awake. And here the lizard says that you need to dream big. Everything in your mind will manifest tomorrow. So even if you had bad experience before, don't be afraid that you manifested something bad. Just start to dream about good outcomes right now. Okay, so this was your message. If it's gonna resonate with you, or it's something which you think sounds about you, let's dive deeper. So I'm actually gonna use sorry for being away, and sorry for lots of noise which all of a sudden decided to come out. So I'm gonna use a this manga tarot deck. Okay, so sorry, there's so much noise coming out outside, so hopefully it's not gonna bother you a lot. Overall, I'm gonna use a manga tarot deck, and oh, look at this. How many? 7 of Pentacles. Something is about to go into fruition. Okay, so let's shuffle and see what's going on in your life. Let's give it a good mix. Yeah, I can feel you going to a better place. I can feel you. I mean, especially, you know, like when you mental that previous card was the 8 of Swords. And, no, not the 8 of Swords. Was it? Yeah, I guess. It was the 6 of Swords, my bad. And it's usually about when you're going somewhere, but your mental baggage just draws you down. Like you go into a better place, not necessarily physically, but you just get into a better state, you know, in general. But your mind is still have these negative thoughts in you. Okay, let's see. Some illusions are about to break. Yep. Page of Swords. And everything reversed. I cannot. There is definitely some breaking of the illusions which you had before. And you see, as we said before, that your nightmares or whatever you thought came into life, it's not real. So pretty much this magician is the one which cannot manifest at this time, only because there's some illusions need to be broken. And the Page of Swords and the Queen of Coins just says, it can be people though, like, you know, somebody who doesn't know how to somebody who haven't learned how to use their words properly, someone who is like really sharp on their tongue. And the Queen of Coins is somebody who is like, can be tricky actually with money, which is interesting in general. It can be you, it can be like people around you. But here some kind of, as I mentioned, illusions which need to be broken. Okay, I just really don't like reversals, so I'm gonna reverse it like this. And hopefully there will be no reversals coming ever after. Please, enough. Okay. Okay, perfect. New beginning. Cannot be bad. Thank you. So we do have a new beginning with the Fool. Oh, you see, like everything is upright. Justice. And the Wheel of Fortune. And all of those cards are upright. How beautiful is that? Okay, so here basically what it tells us, the Wheel of Fortune is at your favor. Whatever you're afraid of is, you know, like not... Basically, as I mentioned, the Wheel of Fortune, the luck is at your favor. But, I mean, like, it's not even but, it's at your favor because it's right. The Justice here to show that this is right, and there will be a new beginning for you. So know it for sure that even though you had like a negative mindset, and you, as Lizard Spirit told us, afraid to dream big, it just tells us that, yep, soon everything will be just fine. You'll start fresh. Any other cards? Just to tell me something else before I'm gonna pull out the how you call it, advice. Kind of like it though, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Yup, love it. Soon you will see the results of your hard work. But you know, the actual card is here, the original deck. the Rider-Waite deck. I think it's called the Lord of Unfulfilled Harvest. I mean, the main idea is there that on the main card, the guy is looking at whatever is coming out and he doesn't like the results, though they are there, but it's not like what he expected probably. But this card, if you're gonna look at the gentleman up here, he's pretty satisfied. I mean, with the results of his work, they are there. They're like, you know, he's harvesting them. Okay, let's do one more. Yep. You know, actually, this is so gorgeous. Like, I honestly, the Ten of Swords, which is such a negative card, but at this deck, I cannot say how much I love it. Not because it's like in sadistic way, don't get me wrong, but only look at the sunrise. The whole thing about the Ten of Swords, that it's over. Like the main message here, whatever you experienced before, it's only in your head. It's over. You are like cleared, you done, you passed. Just like it's only mentally it holds you there. At whatever spot bothers you at night, and like you see, I have the moon in the back of the deck. Whatever thing holds you in your head, it's gone. Like there's a new beginning, there's a dawn, and everything will be just fine. So dream big. I would say the lizard spirit was pretty right. Let's just show you again. Come out of your winter and start to dream big. You have all the powers up here to do so, and it's time to come out of the isolation. The winter is gone. Winter is coming. No, not in this movie, honey. Winter is gone. Daenerys Targaryen, I guess, how to say, kill the icicle dude. Jeez, I think this slide is too harsh. Oh well, next time we'll do something better, because like it's literally glowing up here. Maybe just say that your isolation is illuminated too, which is kind of cool. Okay, I love this deck too. I open myself to guidance from the universe, and let's pull out your guidance from the universe. Oh, trust. You see? How beautiful is that? Like, honestly, I can do readings only for such messages. Just trust. Faith is the power of the universe. All you can do is just say that, you know, whatever goes your way, whatever happens is only for the better. It's never for the worse. Just trust that universe have your back. And I love this deck too. This is one of my favorite. Well, let's read it. You're strong, you are resilient, you will defeat this. Actually, I will take it, but I will take another card afterwards. This basically I call the Terra Pets. I love this deck a lot. It's so cute. Honestly, sometimes, even like when I'm going through something, I just pull out a few cards here. And it's just like, you know, that's like a message of good words which you actually need to hear and heal, I guess. Okay, you got bonus, you got one more. A bad day doesn't mean a bad life. I cannot. It's like so many synchronicities up here. Exactly. A bad day doesn't mean a bad life. Tomorrow will be different. Amen. Amen. Okay, we're gonna finish up here. I thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really mentally, spiritually, and with all my prayers with you, which means that even if you had something bad, we all did, let's admit it. But the main point for you, your winter is over. So it's time to start a new chapter full of joy and just, you know, dreams. So dream big. Thank you. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to my channel again. If you pick up this Celestine, the Angel Stone, Yep, the angel stone. Something divine and something connecting to angels. Celeste. The celestial realm. Okay, I was carried away. I'm gonna put it up here for your reading. And your card is on the sleep. Cute. Well, it's cute card, but I hope you have enough of sleep. Or maybe you need to dream. Let's see. Okay, let's pull out few oracles so you will know that this is your deck. First, we're gonna use the spirit animal oracle. Let's see if this message has something for you. I love this art, House Sakura deck. It's so cute. Especially I love that his one ear is actually a wing. Like he's asleep, but one ear is like a wing and it perceives. Interesting. Do you remember what the card was doing? The card was actually putting everyone to sleep in the manga or anime. So you do have an owl spirit. You see clearly now. Then I'm gonna pull out one of these guys. It's called Kaleidodope deck. I know, I just love this foil. And here will be some planetary messages. Okay, one from here. You have Pluto. That's harsh. Renewal. I mean, like, harsh only because, you know, renewal sometimes cannot be easy. And I'm gonna pull out one of this, just a color swatch, to see what type of energy you have as well. Disruption. I'll put it up here only because it's kind of correlates with Pluto. So for the oracle deck, I'm gonna read it for you because I simply cannot remember everything. And I'm lazy to, how to say it, cut it off the video. Okay, so you do have an owl spirit. You see clearly now. Owl spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen sense and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivity are turbo charged and you are receiving messages from all directions. Our spirit reminds you, be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, and what others may not be able to perceive. With all your senses around, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come as you sit with all that you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you in understanding the whole and not just the parts. Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of all your senses. Intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. For the protection message you do have, you are feeling overwhelmed and overpowered by all that you are sensing. Are you highly sensitive right now and in information overload, feeling you too much and taking in too much simulation? The antidote for the overwhelm is to become grounded and return your safe nest so wisdom can offer you clarity and guide you on managing the flow. Take a break to ground yourself in the reality of your everyday sense. Go for a walk in nature. Perhaps you can stop to lie on the ground and hug the tree, or just stroll down the street beneath the soothing sky so that you can regroup and clear the energy field. Your wisdom and ability to make sense of all you're feeling and experiencing will return as the owl spirit reminds you of your need to get clear. There's some kind of renewal and disruption coming up here, but it says sleep. I think you're overwhelmed right now. Like clearly what it says here, that you're, you need to slow down. You are perceiving too many information. There might be like lots of things going on in your life, but you really need to slow down and chill. And then the owl spirit will allow you to digest all the information which you possess at this point and everything which is happening, so you can get a better decisions afterwards. Okay, let's look at the tarot. For you, I do have a Light Seers tarot deck. I love how, like, whenever you make a reading, like out of blue, there's so much noise going on, and this is like, oh, look at this, 10 of Pentacles. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's shuffle them up, and actually I'll take them away from here. Yeah, pretty much you're a little bit overwhelmed of what's going on, and happens. Not the end of the world though. Okay, let's give a good shuffle muffle for this deck. Yeah, I can tell there's so much things going on around me. The planes are going. I don't know, people decided to make their lunch. So, like, sorry for the noise. But it is what it is. And I guess this is what actually happens to you as well. You have too many stuff happening at once, and it just distracts you. Like when I was reading this text, honestly, all this noise, I was paying more attention to them. I was like so conscious of what's going on around, I guess, and that's the main point. It just distracts you from the main thing. So that's why I need to get clear. And you see we have, interesting, the Hierophant and the Judgment. Okay, I'm not gonna take those cards, but I just like to keep you, like, in the loop. Yep. Four of Swords, the sleep. How fascinating. Page of Cups. Queen of Swords reversed. And the Nine of Swords. So, yeah. Interesting. I haven't seen that she has an inglass on her, you see on her, on her arm, there's actually a rune up there. It's an inglass. She's taking a rest after some heartbreak, and she's comfortable. Remember the sleep, the card which you have? That's what it's all about. You're right now in slumber. Probably you're right now in the resting period too. For the Page of Cups, there is some kind of, offer comes over. But the Page of Cups, it's usually something shallow. It's like an offer of love and maybe good words, but it's nothing promising actually. It's something which have feelings, like you cannot, like diminish the idea that the Page of Cups has feelings, or whoever approach you might be a proposal. Well, not like a serious proposal, just a proposal of the relations. But it's more like happens on a whim. The person did not figure out how to deal with his own emotions. That's what I have here, like a flying pig, I guess. The Queen of Swords reverse, that's probably someone who can be you, can be someone like whom you're asking about, or maybe that's just like the whole energy. Queen of Swords is really ice and windy, which means she's like in her head. She's always like logical. She makes decision nice and sharp. But sometimes the problem with Queen of Swords, she doesn't know how to feel. You know, emotions, it's something which is foreign to her. At least like she cuts them down with her sword too. And her sword is the whole katana up here. And for the Nine of Swords, some nightmares up here. It's interesting because your card was sleep, and you have a nightmares here, and you have Four of Swords, which is like sleeping in the coffin up here. And I cannot not notice the way how those spikes are coming out. It's technically supposed to be 4 Thors, because we can clearly see that there's 4 of them, but it's more like, not like branches, it's more like a spikes, and she's like trying to deal with them. You know, like she's probably not comfortable with even being there, but she kind of found comfort in this discomfort. Yeah, something up here coming over with these nightmares. Maybe something which you kind of get used to have in your life, but it should be gone. Okay, let's see. What else? What else, Spirit? Tell me your secret. 9 of Cups reversed. Why? 7 of Swords reversed. And the Emperor. That's interesting energy. 9 of Cups reversed. Some dreams did not come to life. Yeah. Some dreams did not come to life. The wish was not fulfilled. Your cups were stolen. Like 7 of Swords, it's really like negative card, especially like here with the ravens. It's more like saying about some, you know, not good deeds can come in from you, can come from someone else, but it's something, you know, like which happens in the shadow. Some stalker up here was trying to do something not good for sure. But it's already happened. Card is in reversed. It's probably in past. But the Emperor here, I'm not sure if it's someone like a figure from your life, who's someone who's above you, you know, by the title, or maybe it's like authority figure. But some kind of justice happened here, and that's why you're probably in the slumber. This sleep. Okay, let's see. 2 more cards, please. Fighting, yeah. And cannot make a decision. Standing your ground, protecting your domain, being always alerted. I'm not sure what kind of indecisiveness is here, what type of choices you're making, but in the original deck it's more about, you know, having the equal choices which you cannot decide over. But this 2 of Swords, more like you have those choices, but they equal. Yeah, that's true, but it's not swords, it's actual crowns, which just drill your mind over and over again, like cannot help you to even have some rest. I would say like this: whoever listens to me, take a vacation, do yourself and everyone else a favor, step away, I don't know, just like play some earplugs, go and binge watch the favorite movie. But here you're definitely tired. Definitely there is so much stuff going on in your life that you just feel overwhelmed, and I'm sorry for that. Okay, let's pull out 1 card. Come on, Spirit, show me what's gonna be like the outcome. 1 card only, please. The Hierophant. Oh, that's good. Okay, perfect. I mean, like, duh, we could say like from the very beginning that you need to come out of the slumber, but and you have Justice. I kind of like this Justice actually, but it's reversed though. It's Injustice. Overall, More cards fell out. Why? I'm not gonna take more. Will I? Okay, I will take this one for sure. Just decided to fill out, and I'm like, okay. So what it says here, and I love this message. It basically says here that you've been so much asleep that it's time for you to be awakened. I mean, it's probably easier said than done. It's always hard to come out of the hermit mode. But yeah, it's time for you to bring that light which you found in the slumber to back to your life, and it's gonna give you some lots of, you know, like fruits, something which you probably you've been stuck there for a reason. You've been like asleep for a reason. You were getting powers, you were getting wisdom and knowledge. So that's why whatever isolation was talking about in your oracles, it's time for it to come to an end. You are about to get out of there, get out of this like dark chamber and bring to life something which will be, you know, like meaningful to you and to everyone else. You will see the results for sure. Okie dokie. Let's give you... Where's my cards? Cards. Where are you? Oh, here you are. So I'm gonna pull out for you a few cards. One of them will be the I open myself to guidance from the universe. I love this deck. Like foils. Nice drawing. Okay, let's see. So the message for you will be I cannot, like, I'm done with that. Like seriously, no, like I'm so okay. And the thing is, like, it's again reversed. You know, like if it was like just rest, I would say like to you, like as I said before, take a vacation, take a vacay, like forget about others. They will deal without you, they will survive. But here it's like rest, give yourself the time to recuperate. Why it says recuperate? I guess like basically the whole idea is here for you to have rest. And I said it before. Probably you will come out of the hermit mode at some point, but your rest is really important for you. So yeah, take vacation. And another thing which I'll pull out for you will be the Terra Pets. And how you say it? I love this deck. It's like so cute. It's like cute pictures. Really hard to shuffle though. Like it's impossible. Like honestly, how person who created them thought that you will shuffle them. Overall. I'm sorry. I'm just like I can't. I need to take a picture of it. Well, duh, it's on the camera, but it's just like how you can beat it. You need to give yourself time to heal, no matter how long that ends up being. Okay, so forget about what I was saying about coming out of the hermit mode. This like cannot be clearer than that. You need to rest. Like clearly. Get, I don't know, just have a nice sleep, get some melatonin for yourself, get a nice vacay, shut down your phones, go rest. I'm dead. But in any case, thank you for coming over up here. Hope it resonated. Please leave me a comment if it did. But yeah, it's point blank. Nothing I can add up here. Bye. Hi, lovely pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So you chose tourmaline, a really protective stone. However, another cool parts of the tourmaline, it's really high conductive in electricity. think it's even have the piezoelectricity as well. I don't know why it's coming out up here, but I think there's something about conductivity and also about being able to, you know, transfer the electrons, being a, how you say it, receive and take, being conductive. Yeah. Okay, I don't know, once again I was like blown away, but that's the stone which you picked up, and you have the wave. Interesting, the flow. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out for you a few oracles so you can see if this is a pile for you and if you need to stick to this reading. Okay, let's do one with the Collider dope. And by the way, I really wanted to say it to other piles. I probably need to say it in the first few minutes of my reading, but honestly, what I do when I'm watching the YouTube, I always place it on X too. I think it just helps because, you know, like when you are channeling messages, you always so zoned out, you know, like you can kind of go in the circles and you just kind of like slowly digesting what you've been received and how you need to say it. Something here actually about being a conductor, you know, like somebody who transferred the messages, and also this wave flows from the top to the bottom and it has the stars there. So maybe there's my colleagues up here, people who actually channel messages, and somebody who's like tarot readers, the conductors of the electricity, divine electricity. Okay, so for your card, you do have the Mercury, and that's like cannot be more precise. Mercury is a actually planet of the knowledge and of the, you know, like transferring the information. All the intranet is on the Mercury, all the transactions on the Mercury. So yeah, maybe you, by the way, work in the bank field too. Maybe, you know, like transactions, transfers, something which is in your field right now. Okay, let's pull out your oracle. It's a spirit animal oracle deck. So which animal wants to come to you to say the message? You have the lizard spirit. Again, in the pile number 1, they had lizard too. Should I take out another card or should I leave it? Should I? I'll leave it, only because it came out. And then I do have this one, which is a color swatch deck. So it's basically, you know, which aura, how your auric field looks like. Nothing will hide from my sight. I don't even know which parts to decide here, like space. You know what I was thinking? In the same way, in the same wave, that space by itself, unless it's full, but if it's not full, it does not transfer any information. Like vacuum, you know, like the molecules, they transit or they transmit, either way, differently, depending on how dense the space, what is it filled with. So usually, you know, like for instance, sound in wave, the liquid by itself is the one which transports the sound, and it transports faster because of the air and the molecules of the hydrogen and oxygen, I guess. this sound, like, once again, I'm not a physician, I'm just like channeling what's coming to my mind. It can be wrong, okay, but still, in the oxygen, the sound wave transfers only because there is a molecule in it which transferred this sound. But in the actual space, in the vacuum, there's no sound because there's nothing to transfer it. Something in your stone which you picked up, which is dark as a space too, there's something about transferring the information. And the information, why I said, because Mercury is usually a one that, and you see it says intra-communication, one's name, agility, mentality, information, perception, memory, travel, transportation, education, and research. So I'm not gonna read back about lizard, but the main thing about lizard is that you need to dream big. It even says dream the world into being. And the main idea here that you might not believe in your powers, you might not, you might forget about dreaming in general, but the universe invites you to actually dream, and your dreams is the one which will place seeds in the universe, and that's how you will reap of what you sow before. And it's also, I love the message about the lizard, that sometimes the nightmares, you know, like when you cannot, like your mind is so how you say it, like bothered, and always giving you this random situation which might happen, and then you like out of blue you get and how to say carried away with that, but you like, oh my gosh, you know, like I've been thinking all these negative thoughts, what if it's gonna happen? It just says whatever happened. Start today to dream the life which you want for tomorrow, and it will override whatever happened before. Okie dokie. So let's do our tarot decks. For you, I'll pick up my standard tarot deck. I will take this one away. Something here about communication, something here about, and you also see I didn't pick up this one, but it says fear. I mean, like, it was in the bag, but I didn't pick it up because it's not supposed to be there, but it's just kind of significator. Maybe there's some way of you, and actually I have the same thing. I'm kind of afraid to say my thoughts aloud. Not like afraid to say it, but it's just like I'm really cautious about what, when. But sometimes, you know, we just have to pass the information. That's what I'm doing here. I'm just the messenger. Nothing more and nothing less. Just trying to, you know, help you out as much as possible. And, you know, give at least some light, shed some light on the situation from the third party perspective. Sometimes can be helpful. Especially I love cards because, you know, like in psychology, people, they will tell you something, but you know, psychologists, they really like, they only work in the mental space. They not know other dimensions. And there's so many dimensions, like in spiritual realm, like you have the astral plane, you have the causal plane, and so on and so on. And psychology only works in the mental plane, which once again, it works, and it should be like, you know, like therapist probably. Like I haven't tried one yet. I really want to get a therapist actually, just to see how it works. But I definitely like was reading about psychology and the way how you can manipulate your thoughts with it. And yeah, I think it's cool. You know what I also noticed? I think here some people like kind of close to, because I'm Gemini and I'm really close to the Mercury energy. And I think that some people here, you are not only my colleagues, sorry, my neighbors just decided to make themselves, I guess, something at this point. So sorry for the background ambience, but somebody here is my colleague, somebody who's like looking this reading, watching this reading, they probably, they need to deliver a message. but they're afraid of it. Okay, so let's see. Let's shuffle it another time. And let's shuffle it again. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, like, sometimes, honestly, like, oh my gosh, what I will talk about, and then, you know, not even you talking, someone else talking for you. And I mean, like, I'm not like I'm possessed, but you know, the message just like forms as you go. So also another thing which I remember somebody said, it's not the destination which makes us happy, it's the route. So here maybe, you know, you don't need to know where you will get to or whom you will pass the information. We are random angels in someone else's life, so your words and your presence sometimes is really important. Just saying. Okay. Two of Pentacles reversed. Oh, look at that. Ten of Pentacles. Oh, my favorite card. It's just like this card, it's honestly, I don't know, just have to be here, I guess. Overall, so we do have what it says. I placed myself, the Lord of Harmonious Change, which is not harmonious because it's reversed. So there's some actually, I wouldn't lie, like this card is super powerful. It's about the legacy. It's about something which you can leave to your descendants or something which you can pass to another generations. But you see this Lord of not harmonious change means that you are resisting something which you need to, you know, like this card means that something is coming back, and this is about the nightmares. It's not like your nightmares coming back, no, don't get me wrong. It's more about you have some nightmares here and you're constantly going away from something, but the life keeps returning you there. But there is a hidden potential up here, like you need to, you know, open your eyes on it. Okay, cool. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Cannot make a choice. Why I place it there? And the thing is, like, I love that they both cannot make a choice. Yeah, it's high time. So this choice, both of those, like you see all the twos, especially here, it's more about the choice. This one, it's more like you're indecisive in the options which you're weighing down, and they're equal to you. And usually this card just says, you know, just meditate and just, you know, this card though shows that he's already bored in the place where he is. It's time to go out. It's time to explore the new lands. Time to, like, you know, since it's Lord of Established Trends, but this is like on his dominion. Oh yeah, Lord of the Dominion. So basically what it says, that this dude at first, he was like, you know, trying, like, he's in his castle and he's looking at the world and he wants to come out of the world. And this one, when he placed his ships, already settled somewhere out to find the new places. So pretty much sure something which you cannot decide about. Soon there will be a time which, you know, like either your ships will come over and pick you up, or you will just decide to go and explore new fields. New fields in what though? Where are you trying to go? So far you, yeah, you feel like stuck, hanged. The Hanged Man, yeah. What kind of intolerance up here? Why? Hold on, clarify for me please. Yeah, let's clarify. It's stuck in your head. But why is it injustice? Like, it's not like an injustice. This is something like this one. Something, not even bad. It's just like this card usually, it shows many things. Like you can, you know, read it as many, like in many perspectives if you want. But like you're stuck right now. Is there something happened with you before? Is there someone who was like, why it's have this word in my head, belligerent? It's not even a word. It's more like someone was rude to you before. Someone was, you know, like not being nice. Or you may be just afraid of people being not nice to you, and that's why you're stuck in your head right now. You cannot come out of here. Okay, one more card. That's why you're in Hangman. It's time to get out. I mean, you know, some things we need to give away willingly. I mean, like, yeah, willingly, which means without resistance. You know, if life will come over, knock on your door saying like, I need it, and you'll be like, nope, life will be like, just take it away. So the same with the choices. Sometimes we have choice without choices. So maybe this is a story about it. If you need to deliver messages like I do, if you're thinking about it, if you are questioning yourself, believe me, I read a lot, but I'm still only in the beginning, so I'm supporting you up there. We all in this together, like in the Disney, how you say, musical. Yup. Tired of being protective all the time. Protective all the time. You protect yourself a lot. Yup. Again, on that note, let's pull out the, you know, the, how you call it, guidance, which will be advice. So this deck, I'm gonna pull out one card. So what will be the guidance for you? I mean, obviously the guidance here, what I read so far was just, you know, like, just jump. Do it. Just be a transmitter. Conductor. Why two? Two decided to come out. And it's so always interesting the way how the universe work. I cannot. So definitely there is a healing from whatever wounds you had before, and you have dream castle, build the castles in the sky. And as a reminder, do you remember what you got before? Dream the world into big. So here we are. Imagination is the power of the magician. Whoever saw Freeran, please leave in the comments. I love that anime. And yeah, allow light to enter your wound. In any case, I think whatever happened, it just happened. No need to dwell over it. Just let it go. And, you know, move on. We only can do the steps, one step at a time. And you will not even remember yourself how you will be way far away in your journey. Only starts with one step. Okay, I love this deck. I told before, it's just like it's impossible to shuffle. Like this mega deck is not good for my not mega hands. We're gonna pull out one card for you. Sorry again for the ambient noise. What it says, you're going to get through this just fine. I cannot, like, honestly, I will end it up here. I think this cannot be clear. Whatever message you need to deliver, I'll place it here as well. You are going to get through this just fine. There might be some problems too. There might be, like, you know, some fears. Let me try to pull out this card, please. There might be some fears here, you know. There might be some really negative emotions. But once again, you're going to get through this just fine. We all with you. So thank you for being here. Have a fantastic day. Deuces.